Okay, here is a update video on my 1997 Toyota Crown Royal Saloon. I've had it for, let's see, got it in November, brain fart, 6 months. Put about 6,000 kilometers on it. So you do the math. And she's been running great. Been very good. Just a few things that I've done since owning it. We'll start with the outside. One is I sanded and clear coated the headlights so they were yellow. They look better. I'll probably have to go over it again because it was my first time. You can see I got like a little bit of overspray right there. This side looks pretty good. It's still a little foggy, but I think that's all interior. So, but from a distance, looks pretty dang good. Other than that, I did throw on some 18-inch wall du chalet. I don't know how to pronounce it. Went down from a 19 to an 18. It rides much smoother. And these are also the wheels I really wanted anyway, so worked out. Shout out to Steven in Katy/Houston, Texas, a fellow Crown owner. He hooked me up with these wheels. He is 97 White Whale on Instagram. You should check him out. He has a much cooler Crown than me. And then I guess we can go from here. It's a little dirty, but I threw the XAT big brake kit, the Willwood version, just on the rears for now because the fronts are a little bit more intuitive. Ugh, it's dirty. And so it's the caliper, rotor, steel braided brake lines, and then RCAs for the front, roll center adjusters. Which you do need if you're lowering anyway, which we'll get to the next part, which is the suspension. So I guess we can start with the front. Forgive me for the angles. So up there is Silver's Neomax coilovers. For the front and rear, just basic stock spring rates. That is a JZX 100 inner tie rod with a IS 300 outer tie rod. The roll center adjusters there, and then replace the lower control arm, which is that right there. That is a Serial 9 JZX 100 extended 15 millimeters extended lower control arm with a regular stock JZX 100 upper control arm. Most of the suspension parts, from what I know, are interchangeable with a JZX 100 / IS 300. The only difference is I think the IS 300 one, it goes a little bit more in, so it's shorter. May be wrong on that. There's the steel braided brake lines from that XAT kit. I haven't put it on the front yet because it's a little bit more complicated. So, but yeah. And with that extension, I do have a little bit of camber. It's estimated like -3 degrees. So that's how it looks right there. It's not flush, but it's not really what I'm looking for. So, and I didn't really have much of a choice from my research. I wanted to go with Serial 9 because I like their stuff, and that's all they really had. But I'm happy with it. Rear is still stock. I haven't replaced the control arms on that guy yet. But we will get to that eventually. I'll just show you. Where's my hood latch? There it is. That's the tops of the Silvers Neomax. And then you have adjustability right there, just hard and soft, nothing crazy. And that's the other side, if you need to see the other side. New battery. Pretty sure I mentioned that. Service-wise, I've only done coolant change, oil change, transmission, brake fluid, which I've done, obviously, because I replaced the brakes. And that is about it in terms of that. So we'll go ahead and close it. Oh yeah, and the air filter. I think it takes an... Looked up SC300. And then I'll just show you the rear. There it is, Silvers with the steel braided brake lines. Very cool. Shout out to XAT Racing for the brake kit. They make a lot of Crown specific stuff. And yeah. I installed the curtains. Don't know if I mentioned that in the last video, but that wasn't too hard. Had to throw JDM to US license plate because I think Japanese is wider, so it's like the bolt's out here. So just a little carbon 3D printed piece that moves it over. Yeah. As far as the coilovers go, I've never experienced stock, so I don't know how stock feels, but from what I hear, stock is better from the Facebook group, but I don't know what that feels like. So compared to my old ones that were bad, these are amazing. They're stiff, but obviously they are coilovers, so what can you do? And yeah, I could drop it a little bit lower, but don't want to. I think it's perfect right here, and I just got it in the line, so I don't want to do that over again. But yeah, that's it. There she is. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I am 97_Royal Saloon. I think. Is that my Instagram? I don't know. I'll put it in the description. Follow me. Crown Gang, Crown Kids, Crown Kids, Crown Kings. We up. Crown Kings up. We up. We stay up. Royalty. Shout out Lil Pookie. Let's go.